This is a quick video presentation that I've titled Documentation Dreams, or I Wish I Could Write an Assessment. So what is that assessment anyway? And I just want to go over some highlights here in the hope that it helps with practical exams and that are coming up shortly. It's the why. It's your clinical opinion of how things went. It's acknowledging the need for your skilled work. It explains why what you did is relevant to the plan and justifies what you have planned next. So why did you do what you just did with that patient? Why? Then aren't there some catchphrases that you can use to write an assessment quickly and effectively? And I think that there are. Think of words that provide insight into your clinical opinion. Patient is improving, progressing, learning, safe. Terms like that can describe your opinion of how they're doing. Or, conversely, declining, worsening, unsafe. Words like that describe the ultimate outcome of your treatment. Where do you start? Well, before you write the assessment, figure out where you saw a change, or figure out what barriers you think are preventing a change, or decide that you need more information and direction in order to determine if a change can be made at all with this patient. So moving on to more catchphrases, think of what you can base your clinical opinion on. I like to use the catchphrase demonstrated by, increased, and then using your tests and measures to validate it, decreased, using your test measures and observations to validate that, improved, using some qualitative observations or some quantitative observations to describe why it is you know that they improved. Now here's where you can include reference to the activity, task, or action which is in the plan of care. And then you can add the term with. And here's your activity: with exercise, with ambulation, with stairs, with wheelchair management, with energy conservation, with patient-specific community activity. Pick out the activity that you did, pick out the activity that you assessed, or pick out how it's going to carry over according to that plan of care. Here's some examples all together now. Here's some samples of an option you may be treating a patient for pain. Patient is improving with pain management, demonstrated by independent use of TENS and consistent pain reduction. Or patient is worsening with pain management, demonstrated by decreased compliance with home TENS use and elevated pain levels. Notice I'm using patient is, I'm using a qualifying word about my opinion, worsening or improving. I'm writing what it is that they're worsening or improving with pain management, and then I'm writing a qualifying statement as to how I know that, because I either observed something, or they demonstrated something to me, or they indicated something to me that I can report in my assessment. How about another one? Patient is improving with endurance, demonstrated by increased ambulation time with stable vital signs. Conversely, patient is unsafe to what? To progress with endurance training, demonstrated by PLE and vital sign measures during aerobic activity. It's your opinion as to why they're unsafe, substantiated by a specific test and measure that you took for a functional activity or an impairment-related activity. It can be very straightforward and basic without a lot of numbers or words, and can summarize what it is that you were working on, what you determined the outcome to be, and why you think that's so.